Hello and welcome to a custom map cast. This is for the seasonal map cup, just testing for maps. And we have Finndeed and OrangePest on Ladoga Karyala. We have Finndeed in the west end of Ladoga on Soviet Union running guard motor, mechanized support, and Lend-Lease. Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen some Lend-Lease. Maybe we'll actually get to see it in play with 2 conscript bulletins, the 5% faster cooldown between shots, 3% increased accuracy, and the 7% increased snare range on the RPG 43 nade. Yes. In the east end, we have OrangePest on OKW running Breakthrough, Special Operations, and then little old Firestorm that could. He has 2 Volksgrenadier bulletins, 3% increased accuracy, 2% faster between shots, and reload. And I believe this is 5% increased armor protection. It is on the Panzer IVs. For those of you who have not been around since last year, this is one of the first maps in the Seasonal Map Cup tournament. So we'll go ahead and look at the cutoffs. We have a cutoff in the south with a secondary cutoff in the south, mimicked in the north, and a secondary in the north for the east base, and a secondary in the south for the west base. So just flipped on its head for each side. We have the fuels right down the middle, with the VPs a little bit safer in the west for the west base, and obviously in the east for the east base, in the south. And the munitions swapped on the other end, split vertically down the middle. And the rest of the showcase is just a little old tiny wood, I guess, hamlet, I guess you could call it, a wood lumber yard in the middle of Finland. We do have some razor wire being thrown down the reinforced steel barricade to deny this little logging hut. That's really about it. Other than that, it's just like Finland, cold, dark, and miserable. Just the way Talisman, our Finnish sensation, loves it. And of course, this map was made by yours truly, Trick_TV and Talisman. But looks like our first engagement, some combat engineers fired some volleys over into the Volksgrenadiers. And that was about it. That's all she wrote. Indeed, more so worried about grabbing up that fuel, while the Volksgrenadiers head up into the munitions. Middle VP, Storm Pioneers hanging out, grabbing up that middle VP behind that cut wood. And what's interesting to note is we have a special rifle command opening with double combat engineers. So this should be, I would guess, 2 penal battalions and then the clown car, with the ROKS3 package being utilized on one of the combat engineers. Until that point, the penal squad will most likely hop into the clown car if we do see it, just to run around and bully these Volksgrenadiers and Sturm Pioneers and bleed that manpower for free. But so far, it's just Volks. We do have the Sturm Pioneers coming in through on the middle and grabbing this cutoff. So you can see here the cutoff was taken along with the direct congestion of the fuel point. Volksgrenadiers for these combat engineers. There's a clown car queued up now. The penals hanging out behind that. Not going to be able to win against 3 squads. It looks like he's not interested in going directly into the VP as of yet, at least with the Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers are interested in going back into the middle. They drop a model from the secondary penal squad, and they wrap around the sight blocker here and push up in. Sandbags being built by the Volksgrenadiers, so they will have the cover advantage as those penals potentially capitalize or close in more so on that northern fuel. Meanwhile, in the south, the fuel is under the control of Finndeed. We have our first truck coming out for OrangePest, which will be the battle group. Combat engineers now caught again by the Volksgrenadiers on the southeastern VP and just retreat straight away. There's the RKS3 squad in the clown car, the M3A1 light scout car, for those of you who might be curious, and it's going to toast up these Volks. We're going to stay a little bit longer, and the penal's setting up on this retreat path. This is going to be precarious at best, and that's a lot of damage coming their way, and that clown car is free to just chase. And that should be a dead Volk squad. He throws down the incendiary with the secondary Volk squad, but there goes one, and this is just the ROKS3 combat engineers at their finest. Getting a nice pickup right away, but nice bait and switch here from Finndeed, waiting on his cutoff, and then setting up on the retreat path of that squad to pick up the kill. And that's going to be the calm before the storm. I like the secondary movement from the clown car here to take the cutoff into the north and take away that munitions point instead of directly contesting it himself. And now he's going to move on to the master cutoff for the south and basically only leave a territory point for his opponent. So the clown car getting a ton of value. That's going to leave a whole +5 and +3 fuel from that territory point. Clown Car picking up a wipe and just being an upgraded Kubel. Getting so much damage done. These Sturm Pioneers have no chance against this Clown Car. It's just free manpower bleed. 30 manpower per model on those Sturm Pioneers. Our RKS-3 throwing a little bit of toast off in the background. Squad being forced to go for that territory point straight away. Conscripts, however, being built and losing an engagement quite handily against 2 sets of Volks. Combat Engineers in the middle, VP, to secure it for themselves. Where's that Clown Car? Is it being repaired up? Nope, it's bullying the Volksgrenadiers on and away. The other squad that was fighting with them, however, in the middle, trying to contest this, trying to get in range for the snare. Did he go into the battle group? He did. He can't go into the 251 soon. Sturm Pioneers roll up and through, grab the northern fuel. And we do have breakthrough utilized, and yeah, this is going to be the G43 Sturm Officer. What's really interesting here, and a lot of people may not know this, but the Sturm Officer is a double-edged sword. Yes, it gives a great aura, and ooh, these penals, the MLG nade a little bit off the money. The Incendiary's initial explosion could have helped kill that squad. It looks like he's still trying to go for it. Can he get the connection? He can't. Penal squad makes it out, but the Sturm Officer, back to the Sturm Officer for a breakthrough. It gives a nice aura, but if the commander model drops, everybody under his aura retreats automatically. But it's looking like we're going to be into a serious infantry loadout for OrangePest. And I'm really wondering if he even wanted to call this squad in. He might have got a little excited and clicked the wrong unit, and he might have wanted Panzer Fusiliers. But yeah, I'm not so sure. Panzer Fusiliers could be crazy strong on this map with their recon upgrade for the G43s. Clown Car is still doing what the Clown Car does best, rolling up on top of weakened squads and forcing them back to the base. Does he get in range for the snare? Oh, it looks like he thought maybe he was going to, so he hops out the ROKS-3 squad and going around the house. I guess he wants to hop into this house for a second, but he's taking a lot of damage here. And there's the Incendiary. Or was that the Incendiary? What was it? Yeah, that was an Incendiary. It looked like it didn't illuminate there on the back end, but it was. And there they go. So I wonder why he hopped those guys out. I guess they were just getting a little bit low HP. But the 251 flak half-track is coming out. And maybe he's putting the penals inside of here? Not entirely sure what that was from Finndeed. But either way, he has guard motor locked in. Penals up in the building. Find some shots in the rear end of the Volksgrenadiers. Drop a model, in fact. The Combat Engineer is now free to lose his engagement to the Sturm Officer and only one Volk squad. But he's going to try and stick it out and potentially just soft decap this fuel. And with the drop of all those models, maybe not staying much longer, and yeah, he does retreat. Penal's now trying to come in and contest this from the VP in the northwest. Drops a model on the officer and just retreats. He doesn't want to deal with it anymore. Or was that the force retreat? Nope. Doesn't have enough. T-70 now being produced. The tank battalion command ready to go for Finndeed. 251 gonna have a hard time dealing with that. He needs a Raketten, and he would love to get some more STGs up, but he just had a hard time really controlling his munitions for any real point of time. But there it is. There's the 251. .251 sets up in time. Nope. This last little model here, however, not in cover, so we'll get that suppression early. And there he goes. He gets behind that sandbag wall. So now they're forced to connect the shots here, and this is all green cover ever in most fences. Any projectile will typically just run into the heavy cover, so always flank that heavy cover if you can with your vehicles, or you're just going to be shooting into the objects on the map instead. Snare went out, finds the T-70 back on the cutoff. Penal's in the Clown Car trying to carry him away, get down onto that road, and the speed bonus does come out. 251 hanging out in the middle area. ROKS-3 Combat Engineers, can they pick up the wipe? He's trying so desperately. Can he do it? And he can't. He can't get it. The Incendiary chucked into the house to deny the garrison, and he doesn't pick up the kill. And now the PTRS Penal's upgraded. The clown car ready to go. Fires a few shots. A T-70 rolling through, and the 251 has to set up in order to be able to shoot, so he's just going to bully this. I think that 251 could potentially be dead. He might suicide for it, and he is. He just got that one. Oh, he gets it. He could have overdrived. He doesn't even have enough munitions for the snare, so he's just, like, giving away the scout car. He's like, yeah, you can have it. The snare's coming. The snare's coming at any point. He could have lived. He could have made it out of there, but playing it safe and just assuming that it was dead straight away from Finndeed. So a little bit of a misplay that definitely could have lived. Combat engineers do repair up the T-70 in the middle, however. Light vehicle presence definitely in the favor of our Soviet player Finndeed. And with the Penals winning an engagement against these weakened Stern Pioneers and the Volksgrenadiers, not looking like it's gonna be a good time for OrangePest on this retreat path. The Raketin is here, but the Stern Pioneers do go down. Not that like he has any vehicles that he needs for it. Does he get the snare? It doesn't look like he got the snare onto that T-70. It's gonna drive away. Combat engineers gonna get around the sight blocker in time. They do, and he's gonna run off and away from this. He has to hop into the house or potentially get a lucky pot shot from these Volks. Can he get one? He aims, he fires, he does not connect. Guards now taking an engagement with the DP in the northwest, or excuse me, the southeast VP. T-70, that was the easiest wipe of his life if I've ever seen one, though. But nice heads-up play from Finndeed, realizing that he wanted an engagement with extremely weak squads in the north to come down into the flank for it. And OrangePest, to be fair, was set up for it, but he just wasn't able to get the snare, and the return kill on the light vehicle would have been a huge pickup for him. But being down 300 manpower and that Volk squad at the beginning from the clown car definitely hurts.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Let's see. OrangePest very far behind now. Double Raketin hops one into the house. Demo? What was that? Oh, it was a penal satchel. I didn't even hear it. He was just chucking it into the house. He's trying to get a cheeky wipe, but there was nobody in there. But yeah, he's just trying to get rid of it. It's still here, still ready to go. But yeah, he chucked a satchel over the hedgerows there. T-70 still putting the hurt on. Finds another shot of the Volks. T-70 just doing what it does best, annihilating infantry. RKS-3 squad, along with the T-70 and another combat engineer squad, going to be able to push them off. TM-35.
Sniper has arrived.
Another TM-35. Utilizing his munitions right now.
All crews have been trained to repair damaged vehicles.
What's OrangePest's play? He's trying to get his truck out. This could be the tier 4, but he's a good amount of munitions away. He is setting up a rather defensive front in the south. But that north is going to be, oh my god, a third mine. How many mines is that? That's one here, one here, one here. That's 4 mines? That's 4 that I've seen placed. So, not a good time up in the north for anybody on OrangePest's army to ever drive into that situation. So, the T-70 should hang out in the south, and I like this introduction of the sniper super late. We didn't see it straight away, but it's already 2 models, and there's another, oh my god, munitions for days, and utilizing them non-stop. However, despite being set up in the south, OrangePest does lose that fuel, STG Volks and a regular set of Volks, more than enough to get those penals to head home. And another set of mines. Oh, good god. Well, any sort of dive from any sort of vehicle will be catastrophic for OrangePest if he makes it to that point. Sniper fires another shot into those Volks, and they round the corner from the log stack and get met by a T-70. And the sniper lines up for a shot, but the aim time is too long and doesn't get it. Cloaked up Raketin now sneaking through. Where's the second one? Oh, is he trying to shoot through the log stack? That's ambitious at best. He needs to get that into the middle. And Sniper headed home. ROKS-3 Combat Engineer, the only squad here. STG Volks trying to find those shots. And the Raketin trying to get rid of this green cover now. T-70 doesn't want anything to do with that. Meanwhile, while that's going on, two sets of, well, not two sets, a set of guards and a set of penals moving to the south. Tier 4 being set up on the cutoffs. Very good position for it to be in. Guards standing behind the conscript sandbag wall. SCG Volk's gonna walk up and just throw an incendiary. No, he doesn't have the munitions for it, so he's just gonna walk up and try and give him a hug. And it looks like it's gonna be enough of a hug to get those guards to head on home. Panzer Fusilier is now called in, and this is interesting considering that he's having such a hard time with. Whoa! Wow! What? He lost a Volk squad. I missed it entirely. Where did he lose a Volk squad at? Oh, it must have been to the mines. Yeah, it looks like he was retreating on out and maybe ate a mine with a retreating squad, and that's enough to say GG. Volk squad does go down, even though the PTRS was dropped as a gift to those Volks to taunt them and go, hey, don't you wish you had more weapon slots after you upgrade the STGs? As they cannot pick them up. But there we go. Oh, nope, excuse me, it was the officer. That's the one that's missing up here now. But either way, GG. We'll get into the next one for those of you on the rerun or on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the cast, and we'll see you next time.